For 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, we were told that Jon Snow was the ultimate hero. He was the honorable Ned Stark's son, the White Wolf who fought for the living, a man who never wanted power. But what if this entire persona was a lie? What if Jon Snow was actually the greatest, most calculating villain in Westeros history?
This dark theory suggests that the Stark family never truly reunited. The girl they welcomed home was the very monster who murdered their sister in an alley in Braavos. Thanks for watching. If this theory changes everything for you, hit subscribe. Let us know in the comments. Do you think the real Arya died in Braavos?
When Jon learned he had a stronger claim to the throne than Daenerys, he claimed he didn't want it. But his actions tell a different story. He immediately told his sisters, Sansa and Arya, knowing full well that Sansa would weaponize that information to undermine Daenerys. Jon didn't have to start a rebellion. He let his family do it for him. As Daenerys grew more isolated and paranoid, Jon, the man who supposedly loved her, slowly pulled away. He became cold and distant, offering her no comfort or reassurance when she needed it most. The theory suggests Jon was deliberately pushing her toward the edge, knowing her Targaryen temper would eventually lead her to make a fatal mistake. And then came the burning of King's Landing. As Daenerys and Drogon began to slaughter innocent people, Jon stood in the streets with his army. He looked horrified, but he did nothing to stop his men from joining the slaughter until the very end. He allowed the city to burn, because every innocent death made Daenerys look like a monster and Maiden look like a savior. After the massacre, Jon visits and imprisons Tyrion. Tyrion spends the entire conversation trying to convince Jon to kill Daenerys. Jon pretends to be conflicted, but the theory argues he was just waiting for Tyrion's blessing. He needed the Lannister and the rest of the lords to believe he was forced into it, that he was a reluctant hero, not a usurper. The climax is the most damning piece of evidence. Jon approaches Daenerys in the ruined throne room. He tells her he loves her, he kisses her, and in her most vulnerable moment, when she trusts him completely, he drives a dagger into her heart. This wasn't an honorable execution. It was a cowardly, calculated assassination. If Jon truly believed she needed to die for the good of the realm, why not challenge her openly? Why not face her dragon? Because Jon didn't want to be a martyr. He wanted to live. By using her love against her, he ensured he could kill her without facing her true power. It was the ultimate betrayal, executed with chilling precision. And look at the outcome. Daenerys is dead. The Iron Throne is destroyed. And where does Jon end up? He is exiled to the Night's Watch. But the Night's Watch has no purpose anymore. The White Walkers are gone, and the Wildlings are his allies. Jon isn't going to a prison. He is going to a kingdom he essentially already rules. Jon is loved by the free folk. He is a god to them. By going north of the Wall, he escapes the messy politics of King's Landing. He escapes the wrath of the Unsullied, and he becomes the true, undisputed king beyond the Wall. He gets a life of freedom, power, and adoration, all while playing the victim. In the end, Jon Snow played the Game of Thrones better than anyone. He used his Stark honor as a shield and his Targaryen blood as a weapon. He let Cersei and Daenerys destroy each other, and when the dust settled, he eliminated the winner and walked away completely free. Perhaps Jon Snow wasn't the honorable fool we all thought he was. Perhaps he was a true Targaryen after all, ruthless, ambitious, and willing to shed the blood of his own family to survive. Thanks for watching. If this theory changes how you see the ending, hit subscribe. Let us know, was Jon Snow a hero or a villain?